Hello Capricorn, I need to talk to you about something that has been building in the energy around you. I just pulled cards for this reading and honestly, what came through was so specific about situations where people thought they got away with things. You know those moments where someone did you wrong and just walked away like nothing happened? Well, the universe has been keeping track of every single thing and now we are entering a phase where truth cannot hide anymore. I shuffled my deck asking specifically about karma and justice for Capricorn. And the energy that came through was intense but not in a scary way. More like that feeling when you have been carrying something heavy for so long and finally someone acknowledges that yes, what happened to you was real and yes, it mattered. Let me walk you through what the cards revealed because this is going to resonate deeply with some of you. The first card I pulled was the Five of Swords, and when this appeared I actually had to pause for a moment. This card is showing me a situation from your past where someone won but they won dirty. You know what I mean? It was not a fair victory. Someone manipulated circumstances. Maybe they lied about you or twisted the narrative to make themselves look good while you ended up looking like the problem. The Five of Swords represents conflict where someone prioritized winning over doing what was right. What makes this card particularly relevant to your situation, Capricorn, is that I can see this person thought they were so clever. They believed they had successfully rewritten history in their favor. Maybe this was someone at work who took credit for your ideas or threw you under the bus to save themselves. Or perhaps this was in a personal relationship where someone gaslighted you so effectively that even you started questioning your own memory of events. The Five of Swords energy shows someone walking away from the battlefield with swords they collected, feeling victorious, while others are left defeated in the background. But here is what this person did not understand about you, Capricorn. You are not the type to make a scene or fight dirty even when someone else does. You have too much integrity for that. So you probably walked away from that situation with your dignity intact but carrying this wound of injustice. You knew the truth, but they had convinced everyone else of their version. That is a special kind of painful, is it not? When reality itself seems to have been rewritten and you are the only one who remembers what actually happened. The Five of Swords is telling me this person has been living their life thinking they got away with it. They moved on, probably never gave you another thought, maybe even told the story to others painting themselves as the hero. But Capricorn, what they did not account for is that the universe does not forget. Energy always seeks balance. What goes around comes around. And we are now entering the timing where their chickens are coming home to roost. I am seeing with this card that the truth about what they did is going to surface in a way they cannot control or spin. It might come through a third party who witnessed something, or their own behavior patterns catching up with them as they do the same thing to someone else who is not as gracious as you were. The swords they collected through deception are about to become the very weapons that expose them. There is poetic justice in that, is there not? The second card that appeared is the Two of Pentacles, and initially you might wonder how this connects, but stay with me because this is brilliant. The Two of Pentacles represents balance, juggling, managing multiple things at once. But in the context of karma and hidden truths coming to light, this card is showing me something specific about the person who wronged you. They have been juggling lies, Capricorn. Think about it. When someone deceives others or acts unethically, they have to maintain that deception constantly. They have to remember what they told to whom, keep their story straight, manage their image carefully. It is exhausting work. The Two of Pentacles shows a figure balancing two coins in an endless loop, and that is exactly what this person has been doing with their false narrative about you or the situation. What I find fascinating about this card appearing here is that it reveals something about timing. You see, the Two of Pentacles can only be maintained for so long. Eventually the juggler gets tired, makes a mistake, drops one of the balls. We are approaching that moment for this person. They have been working so hard to maintain their lies or their false image that they are starting to slip. Small cracks are appearing in their facade. I am getting the sense that this person might be dealing with multiple situations where they have acted similarly unethically. You were not their only victim, though you might not have known that at the time. The Two of Pentacles suggests they have been running the same playbook with other people, other situations. but you can only spin so many plates before they start falling. One of those situations is about to crash, and when it does, it is going to shed light on all the others, including what they did to you. The beautiful thing about the Two of Pentacles in this reading is that it also speaks to your balance being restored. While they have been frantically juggling to keep their deceptions alive, you have been quietly rebuilding your life, maintaining your integrity, staying true to yourself. That kind of authentic balance is sustainable. Their artificial balancing act is not. The scales of justice are tipping Capricorn, and they are tipping in the direction of truth. This card is also telling me that financial or material consequences might be part of how karma shows up here. Pentacles deal with the physical world, resources, money, career, reputation. Whatever they gained through wronging you, whether that was a promotion, money, social standing, opportunities, is going to be revealed as ill-gotten. And in some cases, they might actually lose material things as a direct result of their truth coming out. Now the third card I pulled is the Five of Pentacles, and wow, this is where the reading gets really specific about what is coming for the person who wronged you. The Five of Pentacles is one of the hardest cards in the deck. It represents being left out in the cold, poverty, loss, feeling abandoned and alone. In traditional imagery, this card shows two figures struggling in the snow outside a church with lit windows, representing being excluded from warmth and community. For the person who wronged you, Capricorn, this card indicates they are about to experience what it feels like to be on the outside. Remember how they made you feel isolated, excluded, like you were the problem? That energy is coming back to them multiplied. When their truth is exposed, people are going to distance themselves from them. Doors that were open are going to close. Opportunities are going to dry up. What strikes me about the Five of Pentacles appearing in this reading is the element of public exposure and social consequences. This is not just about them knowing privately that they did wrong. This is about other people seeing it, recognizing it, responding to it. The church windows in the card are lit, meaning there is warmth and community available, but these figures cannot access it. Similarly, this person is going to find themselves excluded from spaces and circles they once had easy access to. I am also seeing with the Five of Pentacles that this person might go through a legitimate hardship that humbles them completely. Sometimes karma teaches through experience. They made you feel small, dismissed, hurt. Now they are going to understand how that feels from the inside. Not because you wished it on them, Capricorn. You are too evolved for that. But because the universe has its own curriculum, and this is their lesson to learn. The Five of Pentacles can also indicate that whatever they gained through wronging you is going to be lost. If they got your job, they are going to lose professional standing. If they took credit for your work, their own incompetence is going to be revealed. If they damaged your reputation, their own character is going to be questioned. The material and social consequences are going to be real, and they are going to be harsh. But here is what I want you to understand about this card, Capricorn. This is not about you needing to do anything. You do not need to plot revenge or scheme or even confront them. The Five of Pentacles shows that karma has its own timing and its own methods. Your job is simply to continue being who you are, living in your truth, maintaining your integrity. The universe is handling the justice part. The fourth card that came through is the Queen of Pentacles, and this is where the energy shifts to being about you and what is coming into your life as a result of your integrity. The Queen of Pentacles represents abundance, nurturing, practical wisdom, security, and being grounded in reality. This is one of the most prosperous and stable cards in the deck, while the Five of Pentacles shows what the other person is experiencing. The Queen of Pentacles reveals what you are stepping into, Capricorn. See, karma does not just punish those who did wrong. It also rewards those who maintain their character in difficult circumstances. You did not compromise your values even when doing so might have been easier. You did not lie or manipulate or play dirty even when someone else did. That matters cosmically. The Queen of Pentacles is telling me that you are entering a phase of tangible rewards and recognition. This might show up as career advancement, financial improvement, or simply a growing sense of security and stability in your life. But what I love about this card is that it represents earned success. The Queen of Pentacles did not get where she is through shortcuts or deception. She built her kingdom through consistent effort, wise decisions, and nurturing what matters. That is you, Capricorn. While others were taking shortcuts and acting unethically, you were doing the work. You were building something real and sustainable. The Queen of Pentacles does not have to look over her shoulder wondering when her lies will catch up with her. She sleeps peacefully at night because her success is legitimate. That is the kind of abundance coming your way. I'm also seeing that the Queen of Pentacles represents you becoming a source of wisdom and guidance for others. People are going to see how you handled betrayal with grace, and they are going to respect that. Your reputation, which someone tried to damage, is actually going to be stronger than ever because when truth comes to light, your character is going to shine through untarnished. The Queen of Pentacles is deeply respected in her community, and that is what is coming for you. This card also suggests that you might be in a position to help others who have gone through similar experiences. The Queen of Pentacles is nurturing and generous. You have learned lessons through this difficult experience that can benefit others. Your empathy has deepened, your wisdom has grown, and you are going to use that to lift others up. That is how you transform pain into purpose, Capricorn. The fifth card is the Hermit, and this is fascinating because it speaks to the process of truth revelation. The Hermit carries a lantern in the darkness, representing bringing light to what was hidden. This card is about inner wisdom, truth-seeking, and illumination. In the context of your reading, the Hermit represents both the journey you have been on and what is about to be revealed. I am seeing that you have spent time in introspection since whatever happened with this person who wronged you. The Hermit suggests you withdrew, not in defeat but in wisdom. You took time to process what happened, to understand it, to learn from it. While the other person was out there performing and maintaining their false image, you were doing the inner work. You were seeking truth not just about the situation but about yourself, about what you want, about what you will and will not tolerate going forward. The Hermit's lantern is so significant in this reading because it represents the truth that is about to illuminate everything. Light cannot be hidden forever. Darkness cannot withstand illumination. The Hermit stands on a mountain peak, elevated above the confusion and chaos below, holding his light high. That is the energy coming through for you, Capricorn. You have gained higher perspective through this experience, and now that elevated understanding is going to help you see clearly as events unfold. What I find powerful about the Hermit appearing here is that it suggests the truth is going to come out through quiet revelation, rather than dramatic confrontation. The Hermit is not a loud or flashy card. It is about steady, persistent light. Similarly, the exposure of what was done to you is not going to require you to make a big scene or fight for recognition. The truth is simply going to become visible in a way that cannot be denied or argued with. The Hermit also represents someone who has wisdom that others seek. As the truth about what happened becomes clear, people are going to come to you wanting to understand your perspective. They are going to see you differently, with more respect, recognizing that you were right all along. The Hermit stands alone but not in loneliness, in strength and clarity. That is where you are headed. I am also getting that the Hermit suggests a period of continued introspection for you even as justice unfolds. This is not the time to gloat or get caught up in drama. Stay in your Hermit energy, Capricorn. Keep your focus on your own path, your own growth, your own light. Let karma do its work while you continue doing yours. The high road you have been walking is leading somewhere beautiful. The sixth and final card is Death, and before you get worried, let me explain what this represents in your reading. The Death card is not about literal death, it is about transformation, endings, and necessary change. In the context of karma and truth being revealed, death represents the complete ending of the false narrative that was created about you, or the situation. What someone tried to bury is about to be completely transformed. Their version of events is dying. Their ability to control the story is ending. Death is one of the most powerful transformation cards in the tarot, and it indicates that what is coming is not just a small correction or minor exposure. This is a complete overturning of what was. The Death card shows that this is inevitable and irreversible. When death comes in tarot, it brings change that cannot be undone. The person who wronged you cannot go back and fix this. They cannot race-spin the narrative. They cannot charm their way out of it. What is dead, and what is dying is their false image and manufactured truth. This is the ultimate karmic reckoning. What I love about death appearing as your final card is that it also represents your transformation. You are not the same person who experienced that betrayal or injustice. You have died to your old self and been reborn into someone stronger, wiser, more discerning. The death card honors that you cannot go through what you went through and remain unchanged. But the change in you has been positive evolution, while the change coming for the other person is consequence and collapse. Death also clears the way for new beginnings. In tarot, death is followed by temperance, then the devil, then the tower, then the star. After the necessary ending comes healing, then exposure of toxicity, then collapse of false structures, then hope and renewal. We are in the death phase now, which means all of that is coming. The full cycle of karmic justice is unfolding and you are going to witness it. The death card is telling me that some of you Capricorns might even receive an apology or acknowledgement from the person who wronged you, though it will likely come from a place of them trying to save face rather than genuine remorse. Death brings people face to face with consequences, and sometimes that forces a reckoning. Whether or not they apologize, the important thing is that the truth will be known and your name will be cleared. So Capricorn, let me bring this all together for you. The Five of Swords showed the original betrayal and deception. The Two of Pentacles revealed they have been juggling lies and that juggling act is about to fail. The Five of Pentacles indicated they are going to experience hardship and social consequences. The Queen of Pentacles showed the abundance and respect coming to you. The Hermit represented the illumination of truth and your elevated wisdom. And Death confirmed this is a complete transformation where false narratives die and truth prevails. Those who wronged you truly never expected karma to return. They thought they were clever enough, charming enough, convincing enough to rewrite reality. But Capricorn, you are ruled by Saturn, the planet of karma itself. Did they really think they could escape consequences when they messed with a Capricorn? The universe has a special relationship with your sign when it comes to justice and fairness. Every hidden truth is being brought to light, not because you are seeking revenge, but because truth has its own agenda and its own timeline. Your job now is to stay in your integrity, continue building your life on solid ground, and trust that what is meant to be revealed will be revealed. The Queen of Pentacles energy is yours. Step into that abundance and security knowing you earned it the right way. I hope this reading brought you some clarity and maybe even some relief. Sometimes just knowing that the universe sees and remembers is enough. You do not have to carry the burden of making people see the truth. Truth makes itself known when the time is right, and Capricorn, that time is now.